Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Right, this is just going to be a very short video going into the new covenant and what it is, alright, and speaking about the prophecy in the Bible concerning the new covenant, man. Alright, because you've still, even though you've got all these people in the earth that say that they believe in the Bible, you still have a lot of confusion on what the new covenant is in the Bible, man. You still have a lot of people that don't even know what it is, alright? Yet they want to try and claim that it's for everybody, but they don't even know what it is, man. Right? They want to claim that something's for everyone, but don't know what it is anyway. They want to say that they're a part of it, but they don't know what it is. Alright? And I'm just gonna speak about what it is, man, in the book of Hebrews, the 8th chapter. Alright? This is Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 6. But now he have obtained a more excellent ministry, but how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand, in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. Alright, so the new covenant is only for the Israelites, man. The prophecy concerning the new covenant says that the day is going to come where Yahweh, he's going to put his laws into the Israelites' mind and in their hearts, so that they do all the law. Alright? He's going to put it inside the minds of the Israelites. Okay? Verse 11, Hebrews chapter 8, verse 11. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. Right? So the prophecy also states that once the Israelites have got the law in them, another Israelite is not going to have to teach another Israelite to keep the law, because every single Israelite is going to know how to do it already. There's not going to be an Israelite that's going to have to tell another Israelite that it's the Sabbath. There's not another Israelite that's going to have to tell another Israelite what feast day is, what holy day is. All right. There's not going to be another Israelite that's going to have to tell another one, don't sleep with another man's wife. There's not going to be another Israelite to tell another Israelite not to murder, because they're all going to know not to do these things, man. All right. And through the Israelites knowing all of these things and being perfect, they're going to be given the blessing that there was promised, the first blessing, what there was promised. But before I read that, I'm going to go to Hebrews the 8th chapter and the 12th verse. Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 12. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. So Yahweh is going to forgive the Israelites for all their wickedness, man. That's what the scriptures say. They don't say what these other people try and claim, that the new covenant is just for everybody and that God loves everyone. All right. If you're going to mention something from the Bible, what you have to do is read the Bible to explain it and to prove your point, man. All right? You have to prove that. You can't just say things are in the Bible without proving it, man. I've said that the new covenant is only for Israel right now. I'm saying it right now. The new covenant is only for Israel, and I just proved it with Hebrews the 8th chapter, which I'll read again. Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 8. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Alright? The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Alright? The new covenant is only for the Israelites. But I made a statement earlier when I said that once the Israelites have been given the laws within their mind and within their hearts, they're gonna be glorified, man, and they're gonna receive the first blessing, the first blessing what he speaks about in the Bible, man. Alright, which is gonna put them above every single other nation on the earth. Alright, it's gonna put them above every single other nation on the earth, so that we're ruling over all these people, man. Alright? We're gonna be ruling over all these people. Because if the Israelites would have kept all the laws at the start, if we would have kept all the laws from when we was given the law way back when Moses was alive, alright, we would have been the top nation. Alright? But Yahweh's gonna cause for us to do that anyway. He's gonna give us a new covenant and a second covenant, a second chance. Alright? And this time, we're not going to be able to fail, because the law is going to be within us. So each Israelite is going to come with the laws built within them. Alright? They're going to be programmed naturally to keep the law, man. Alright? Just like how you might see these young animals, when they're born, they know how to walk instantly. All right. That's how we're gonna keep the law, man. Just like how our heart beats. All right. Around what is the resting heart rate? Around 60 beats 60 to 80 beats a minute or whatever. I can't remember if that's accurate, so Salakia. But just how our heart beats, right? That's how we're gonna keep the law, man. Just like how we breathe naturally without thinking about it. That's how we're gonna keep the law. Just like how our organs work in our body, without us trying to tell our organs do this, tell our organs do that. That's how we're gonna keep the law, man. That's how the Israelites are gonna keep the law. But the rest of the nations are gonna have to be taught the law by being ruled over with a rod of iron. Alright, because they ain't gonna come with the law built in them, man. Alright. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1, going into how when the Israelites are keeping all the law, they're going to receive this blessing, man. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Alright? And Yahweh is going to make us keep all the laws. Therefore, we're going to be set on high above all nations of the earth. Because when you read Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8, it says the fault was with the Israelites, alright? The fault wasn't with the law, because that's still valid. That's how you get perfection, by keeping the law. Is how you get everlasting life, alright? Because sin, the wages of sin is death. If you don't sin, you don't die, alright? But the Bible doesn't say, Salakia. The Bible doesn't say that if you the Bible doesn't say that Salakia, man. The Bible doesn't say that the fault was with the old covenant. The fault was with the Salakia. Salakia, man. The Bible doesn't say that the fault was with the blessings. All right. The Bible doesn't say that there was a fault with the curses. The Bible says that there was a fault with the Israelites. All right. So when the Israelites get set up under the new covenant where they're keeping all the laws, that's when they're going to be blessed, man. Alright? They ain't going to be cursed. And that the top blessing that they're going to receive, well, one of the top blessings is that they're going to be set on high above all the nations. And then this is what's going to happen, right? After people see how the Israelites are glorified from keeping the law, this is what's going to happen, man. Alright? Because you got a lot of people that try and say that the law is going to waive and all of these things, but they're lying, man. I'm just going to say it like that. They're lying to you. Alright? But I don't have no need to lie, and I'm giving references to the Bible verses so that people can read it for themselves. Alright? Read Hebrews, the 8th chapter, and you will read what the new covenant is. Read Jeremiah, the 31st chapter, and you will find out what the new covenant is. Alright? This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 1. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Alright? And many people shall go and say, Come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. Alright? So the Israelites are gonna be glorified, man, through the law, as it speaks about in Deuteronomy chapter 4. Alright, that this is our wisdom in the sight of the nations, man. Alright, we're gonna be glorified above all these nations, man. Alright, we're gonna be glorified above all these nations. But I thought I would just go into the scriptures and show what the new covenant is, man. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.